Imagine holding a single tiny dried flower bud in the palm of your hand. It looks like a small dark nail, no bigger than your little fingernail. It feels hard and woody, a miniature sculpture carved by nature. If you bring it closer, you can smell a fragrance that is at once sweet, warm, intensely spicy. It smells of winter evenings, festive baking, distant tropical shores. This unassuming little object is a clove. It is a spice that travelled across oceans, launched expeditions, soothed ailments for thousands of years. It is a spice with a story far bigger than its size would suggest. A tale of exploration, wealth, and remarkable power hidden within the plant world. Over the next few moments, we will embark on a quiet journey to understand this remarkable spice. So, what is this little object we call a clove? It is not a seed, nor a piece of bark, nor a root. A clove is, quite simply, the unopened dried flower bud of a tree. The tree itself is called Syzygium aromaticum, a beautiful evergreen that belongs to the myrtle family, eucalyptus, allspice. Before they are harvested, these buds grow in vibrant clusters at the very tips of the tree's branches. They begin as pale green nubs, gradually maturing to a bright rosy red, signaling that they are ready to be picked. If left on the tree, they would blossom into delicate fluffy flowers with numerous white stamens. When you look closely at a dried clove, you can still see the parts of the flower bud. The long, slender stalk is the flower stem, and the round head at the top is the unopened collection of petals. The name clove actually comes from the Old French word clou, which means nail. It is an apt description, as the dried bud, with its stalk and rounded head, bears a striking resemblance to a small, rustic nail. This distinctive shape makes it instantly recognizable among the world of spices, a tiny, self-contained package of intense aromatic potential. The smell of a clove is unmistakable. The story of the clove is deeply intertwined with the history of global trade and exploration. For centuries, its exact origins were a jealously guarded secret. We know that cloves were being used in the Middle East as early as 1700 BC, discovered by archaeologists in Syria. In China, during the Han Dynasty around 200 BC, court officials held cloves in their mouths to sweeten their breath when addressing the emperor. This tiny bud was already a symbol of status and refinement. Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder wrote of it. The Romans obtained it through long and costly trade routes. The true home of the clove tree was a tiny cluster of volcanic islands in the Maluku archipelago of Indonesia, historically known as the Moluccas or the Spice Islands. For centuries, Arab traders, Malay traders, Chinese traders controlled the flow of cloves, becoming fabulously wealthy. The spice travelled a perilous journey by sea and by land, passing through many hands as its price rose. By the time it reached medieval Europe, it was worth more than its weight in gold. Cloves and nutmeg fueled Europe's age of discovery. In the early 16th century, Portuguese explorers, led by Ferdinand Magellan, finally reached the Moluccas. They sought to bypass old trade routes and seize control of the spice trade. Brutal conflict followed, Portuguese-Spanish challenges, and finally the Dutch. The Dutch East India Company enforced a ruthless monopoly, restricting cultivation to a few islands, destroying trees elsewhere. That monopoly lasted nearly 150 years. In the late 18th century, Pierre Poivre smuggled clove seedlings from the Moluccas. He planted them on Mauritius and Reunion. From there, clove cultivation spread to other tropical regions. The clove monopoly ended, and cloves became the global spice we know today. Long before cloves were a prized ingredient in the kitchen, they were valued for their powerful medicinal properties. Ancient systems of medicine. Ayurveda in India. Traditional Chinese medicine have used cloves for thousands of years. They were seen as a warming and stimulating substance, improving circulation, aiding digestion, fighting infections. Traditional wisdom recognized the clove's potency, and modern science is now isolating the chemical compounds responsible. The most well-known traditional use is dental pain relief. If you've had a toothache, someone may have suggested placing a whole clove against the sore tooth. This isn't just an old wives' tale. The primary active compound, eugenol, is a natural anaesthetic and antiseptic. It numbs nerve endings, provides temporary pain relief, and helps kill bacteria. Eugenol is still used in modern dental materials, temporary fillings, and dental cements. Beyond dental care, cloves support the digestive system. They stimulate secretion of digestive enzymes, improving breakdown and nutrient absorption. As a carminative, cloves relieve gas, bloating, and indigestion. The most familiar role for the clove is undoubtedly in the world of food and drink. Its intense, warm flavour is a cornerstone of cuisines globally. In Europe and North America, it is a quintessential spice of autumn and winter, essential for festive treats like gingerbread pumpkin pie, Christmas pudding. It is the defining flavour in mulled wine and spiced cider, its aroma filling the air with a sense of warmth and celebration. A few whole cloves are often studded into a baked ham and onion, simmering in a broth, slowly releasing their aromatic oils and infusing the entire dish with a deep, savoury sweetness. In Asia and the Middle East, cloves are used more commonly in savoury dishes. They are a key ingredient in many famous spice blends, such as Indian garam masala, Chinese five-spice powder, the Moroccan ras el hanout. In these mixtures, the clove provides a pungent, sweet counterpoint to other spices like cinnamon, cumin, cardamom. It is used to flavour rich curries, biryani, hearty meat stews. In Indonesia, its country of origin, cloves are famously mixed with tobacco to make kretek cigarettes, known for the crackling sound they make when smoked. But the use of cloves extends far beyond the kitchen. Its powerful and pleasant fragrance has made it a prized ingredient in perfumery and cosmetics for centuries. The story of the clove tree begins on a very specific patch of earth. Its original and only native habitat was a small group of 5 volcanic islands in the Maluku archipelago of eastern Indonesia: Ternate, Tidore, Moti, Makian, Bakan. For millennia, these were the only places in the entire world where the clove tree grew. These islands, which became known as the Spice Islands, provided the perfect conditions for the tree to thrive. Their rich volcanic soil, combined with a consistently hot and humid tropical climate, created an environment that the clove tree could not find anywhere else on the planet. Today, while Indonesia remains the world's largest producer of cloves, cultivation has spread to other regions that can replicate these specific climatic needs: Madagascar, the nearby Comoro Islands, and Tanzania, particularly its island of Zanzibar, Sri Lanka, parts of southern India. What do all these places have in common? They are all located in the tropics, typically within 10 to 15 degrees of the equator. The clove tree demands a warm, maritime climate with no dry season and very high humidity. It needs abundant and regular rainfall, typically at least 1,500 millimeters per year, distributed evenly throughout the months. The ideal temperature hovers consistently between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius. The tree is very sensitive to cold and cannot tolerate frost. This narrow set of requirements is why clove cultivation has remained confined to these specific tropical coastal and island regions. The soil must also be just right. Deep, rich, well-drained, loamy, full of organic matter. The volcanic soils of their native Moluccas are perfect, but the fertile soils found in the coastal regions of Madagascar and Sri Lanka also provide an excellent home. It is not a plant that can be easily grown anywhere, but is a true specialist of the humid tropics, a living relic of the unique ecosystems of the Spice Islands. What is it that makes the clove so uniquely potent compared to other spices? The answer lies in its remarkable chemistry, specifically in the concentration of one powerful aromatic compound. This compound is called eugenol. Cinnamon, basil, nutmeg, nowhere is it more concentrated than in the clove. In a high-quality dried clove bud, eugenol can make up between 70 and 90% of its essential oil content. This is an incredibly high concentration, and it is the primary reason for the clove's intense aroma, pungent flavour, and its notable medicinal properties. This abundance of eugenol gives the clove several special characteristics. It is responsible for the signature warming, slightly numbing sensation you feel when you taste it, a quality known as pungency. It is also what provides the clove with its strong antiseptic and preservative qualities. For centuries before the invention of refrigeration, spices like cloves were used not only to make food taste better, but also to help preserve it and slow down spoilage. The antimicrobial properties of eugenol helped to inhibit the growth of bacteria, keeping food safer for longer in warm climates. The journey of a clove from a flower bud on a tree to a spice in our kitchen is a delicate, labour-intensive process that has changed little over the centuries. A clove tree, with its beautiful pyramid shape and lush green leaves, can take up to 20 years to reach full-bearing potential, though it may start producing flowers after about 5 years. The trees flower in clusters, and the timing of the harvest is absolutely crucial. The buds must be picked at just the right moment, green, bright, rosy pink, before the petals have opened into a flower. Harvesting cloves is almost always done by hand. Flower clusters grow at the ends of the tree's branches. Farmers use long poles with hooks or climb tall ladders to reach them. They carefully pick the clusters of buds, taking care not to damage the branches or the leaves. It is skilled, patient work often performed by entire families during the harvest season. A single tree can be harvested for many decades, and some ancient trees in their native islands are said to be hundreds of years old. Once the clusters are picked, the next step is separating the individual buds from their stems. This is also done by hand. The freshly picked buds are then spread out on large mats or drying floors under the sun. For several days, they are raked and turned regularly to ensure they dry evenly. We have travelled far on our journey with the clove, from the ancient courts of China to the hidden Spice Islands, from the perfumer's workshop to the modern kitchen. We have seen how this tiny, unopened flower bud has played a monumental role in human history. It drove explorers across vast oceans, built and destroyed fortunes, became a symbol of wealth and power. Its story is a powerful reminder of how deeply our own history is connected to the natural world, and how the desire for something as simple as a taste or a fragrance can change the course of civilizations. We have learned that the clove is more than just a flavouring. It is a miniature medicine chest packed with the natural anesthetic and antiseptic power of eugenol, offering relief from pain and protection from microbes. We have seen its versatility. A sweet Christmas cake, a savory Indian curry, a fragrant bottle of perfume. This ability to cross boundaries between sweet and savory, between food and medicine, between kitchen and ritual, makes the clove so truly unique and has secured its place in cultures around the globe. The small bud with the big story continues to enrich our lives, a simple and timeless treasure from the natural world.
I've been to places that don't exist yet. I've walked on Mars, explored ancient civilizations that vanished millennia ago, and visited planets orbiting distant stars. Welcome to the Maximus Traveler, where the impossible becomes your next destination. This channel takes you on journeys that break every rule of physics and time. We explore both virtual and real-life travel destinations across Earth and the entire universe. From hidden gems in your backyard to the surface of exoplanets billions of miles away. Whether it's through cutting-edge VR technology or actual space tourism, we're pushing the boundaries of what travel means. Some destinations you can visit today, others you can only experience through simulation, and some don't even exist yet but will blow your mind. Ready to expand your definition of travel? Hit subscribe, drop a comment about where you want to go next, and let's explore the infinite together.